What is up, fishing addicts? On today's video we are fishing Banner Marsh. I was supposed to be here about an hour and a half ago, just when the sun was coming up, but unfortunately some delays, some misroute or whatever, and it took me more than unexpected time. So however, I did not got ready for it at all, so I am tying up some gear, and I said, you know what, why not start the intro, as I'm looking for the jigs that I want to use, and everything is all piled up over here. I want a bluegill. Let's see if we have any bluegills around here. Everything is a mess. Got random plastics over here. No bluegill. I was so sure I had one laying around somewhere, but I guess not. Never mind. Actually, I do. It's the juice. It's one of the jigs that I make. It's been doing pretty well in this area. Bluegill is this lake is dominated by bluegills. It's the main forage pretty much for the bass, so has a pretty nice has a couple of teal shine, or whatever it's called, flash. The word I'm looking for was flash. I don't know if this camera is getting me. Okay, has some pretty nice flash to it, and I expect the water to be kind of clear. I'm not sure if it's gonna be it's gonna be the case. I haven't even went to the water and checked it out, but the mosquitoes are biting, so I'm out. So I don't know if that is an indication of the fish biting, but we'll see. It was raining last night, so there was some accident on the route. After I picked up my kayak, the GPS took me from non-highway route, and there was an accident or whatever due to the flooded street. So it took me 45 minutes to go around and create a delay. Then since it took me to non-highway routes, I was not able to get fuel at a gas station I wanted, so I had to circle, and almost ran out of fuel. So much for planning ahead, but we got the jig set up. I got an underspin, and I'm gonna use a top water, but it's not gonna be a popper. I'm thinking of buzzbait or a whopper popper type of deal. These things are supposed to be pretty hookless, snag proof, but they're not. That's why I've switched to something else, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna put this. I'm just gonna leave it right here for now, and grab myself so here. Grab myself bobber stopper. I think the Senkos are gonna be in play today at some of the spots. So I know a lot of people will be like, "Hey, you're using the wrong hook," but you know what, guys? This type of hook has been catching them for me. I have a lot less misses. They don't come off as often as a circle hook, to be honest. I don't know why, but it's been working for me. So and I'm using a lead weight. I'm not gonna put a um, tungsten on it. I'm just gonna do a basic knot on this. I don't think I'm gonna be using it that much, but it will come in clutch in some situations. I didn't even realize it stopped recording, but so I got the Senko tied on, and I got a little shaky head tied on. There's the idea behind this madness, but we got a swim jig, put on a buzzbait, and a Senko. So we're all pretty much set. If I can get these rods situated. Secure them for now like this. Put away this crap. And we are ready to launch. And it might drizzle on us, but we'll see. Alright guys, so I realized that my audio wasn't working on the main camera, on the back camera, so I decided to do a little voiceover. As you guys saw, I just there was a big blow up, and it was a giant fish. As you guys can see, look how it's bending my rod, and it keeps on digging into the grass, and it just made a major run. And you look at that, look at how where the rod is bending. This was a real giant. Little mishap over here with the net. I thought for sure I was gonna lose it, but the tricky sticks rods are pretty awesome. Little mishap with the net, like I said, and I just landed it over here. Look at that slouch. Take a look at that slouch. Alright guys, holy smokes, and I just realized I forgot my clicker for the power pole. This is a giant. This is a freaking giant. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. This is a freaking giant. And this is why it's so important, oh god, to have trailer hooks. Oh, this is stuck up in there. This is a freaking giant. Look at this. Freaking giant. On a buzzbait. Oh my god. It's a fucking giant. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Giant. .4, 5.04. This is insane. This is insane. Oh my god. I'm shaking. I'm freaking shaking, ladies and gentlemen. I am freaking shaking. Look at that. 5.04. It's insane. I heard some commotion in the mats. Tossed some frog, nothing. But then it's overcast, so I figured the bigger fish will be feeding right around the edges of the mats, of the grass. So I casted it maybe 3 to 4 feet from the mats and smacked it. I'm using a Strike King. This is the one with the swing. I forgot what it was called, but instead of trailer, I'm using a trailer hook. I figured out a couple of years back having a trailer hook on a spinner bait increases my hookup ratio. So, whew, how's that for a adrenaline rush? I think we're gonna have a pretty decent day. We're gonna have a pretty decent day. Let's go. Gotta get this thing situated over here. Man, I was not prepared for that fish at all. I was not prepared, but let's go get our fix on. Alright guys, so I switched to a swim jig over here and start fishing in front of the grassland. They're a bit deeper because the water was about 8 to 12 feet and there was grass that was sticking out from the water, so I'll just cast in front of it and I'll start working those areas, and I just landed one. It was a pretty decent size. This one was only 18 and a half or so, but yeah, what I planned it start with working out, so the fish were in front of the grassland at this point with the nice overcast. Alright guys, we got another good one. Ooh. Oh, right there. Look at that. How he ate it. Can't go wrong with the Attitude lure. A bluegill. If you guys want some, DM me. I make these custom lures. Look at that. It's real messed up, but look at that chunker. Ooh. Nice one. Right where it's supposed to be. Right where it's supposed to be. I I talked to a guy, he told me he was here and he didn't catch any except one. But I feel like we can do a lot better than one. Alright guys, the sun just came up. We're still finding them in front of the grass. Look at that beautiful 17, probably 3.5 pounds or so. There she goes. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, are you in like a river?
No.
It's like a straight waterway.
Yes, it's. Alright guys, so what I'm doing is I'm targeting them right in front of the hydrilla in about I would say 6 to 13 feet of water. I see isolated hydrilla and I just cast it in there and I got this one. The sun just peaked, so they're gonna start moving inside the lily pads, but hope it gives me a little bit more time to catch them in front of the grass, and then we'll switch into that nasty stuff and try to get something, make something happen. It was not a very productive day. When I got into the water, when I got to my fishing spot, people were leaving. That's how bad it was. Total, I got 2 good ones. Missed 4 real decent ones, and a bunch of dinks came off on the wacky rig. But if I was there a bit earlier, like I was planning. Oh, he bit me hard. Ow. We would have probably had an amazing day. Overall, what it worked for me was a swim jig. I got the big one on a buzzbait from Strike King, and I miss a lot on the frog. I was using the Guvachi whatever frog, and it's a popping frog from Jacko. I really do not like that one. It did not work on the mats. It was getting stuck. Fish came off of it. I think this is more of a I don't want to say open water, but it's not for lily pads. I like the small tiny frog that Jacko makes. I can't remember the name right now, but that's the frog that works for me the best. And I got a bunch of dinks on the wacky, but there weren't even any size. I think the biggest one was like 8 inches or so. Overall, I had a great plan. Once I started executing it, looking for fish in front of the grass with the overcast, it was working out great. And then the sun peaked and pushed the fish inside the cover. That's when I started struggling. I did not have any any punching setup. If I had punching setup, I am 99% sure I would have had a lot better day, because the way they were biting the frog, it was almost at the edge of the lily pads, and all I needed was 1 ounce weight, or something around there. I didn't even need that big of a heavy weight. But I'm gonna recoup. Probably we'll come back next week. Maybe I'll come back next week, and give it a try. This time I'll make sure I'm here overnight, simply because I woke up, I had to drive to my brother's, and then I didn't even pay attention where the GPS was taking me. It took me from the side streets, instead of going on highways, and at one point the road was closed due to an accident, whatever. That gave me another 45-minute detour. It was horrible. It was I was supposed to be there at 5:30, launch on the water at 6:10, 6:15, start fishing. But you know what, it is what it is. Overall, was a good day. Can't complain. I got a pretty big one and a decent one right after that, and I did some messing around. I was fishing with a buddy. I had to leave the bite and go fetch him because he got lost in the lake. And that took some time off from my fishing. And then once the sun was high, I was not prepared. So no excuses. This is how it goes. If you don't adapt, or if you don't have the right gear, you always gotta come prepared. And I want to travel light. This time it cost me. But overall, it was a pretty exciting, fun day. So, like I said, I might redo it again. I'll see what's going on with the boys, or probably I'll do a solo trip. Not sure. Maybe Ed, my boy, he'll do overnight with me over here on a camping ground. I want to do a camping. Actually, I should do a camping. Let me know down below in the comments if we should do a little overnight camping next weekend. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. There wasn't much left. A lot of stuff that was said was probably not on camera because my batteries died. I'm gonna get these bad boys charged up, get everything repacked, reset, and next week we're gonna be all locked and loaded for this one, and see if we can improve on our odds. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.